Hello, you beautiful, beautiful souls. Welcome to your Aquarius video. Welcome to Colleen Tarot. I'm your host, Colleen, and I'm creating this video for you on May 5th or 6th, 2026. Keep in mind, tarot is timeless. If you like my videos, I post regularly, okay? I've been posting Aquarius pretty regularly, every day. I will get back to my normal scheduling. I'm relocating, and also, if you like Aquarius videos only, this is your first time seeing me, I also have another channel, Aquarius by Aquarius, that does that. Anyway, Aquarians, pre-shuffle cards are that the universe is tired of you settling for less, my babies. And the universe is also tired of you ignoring red flags. That's because you're too nice, Aquarius. And you're optimistic. But the universe wants you to pay attention when it comes to love and health. Those are the strongest areas I got. Love and health. Love and health. So, pay attention to the red flags. The universe certainly does not want you to settle for less anymore, or go back to settling for less. Anyway, we're going to get into your reading, but before I do, I want to be the first one to tell you all that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. I want to thank you guys for being here, for sharing your time and energy with me. I value you and the divine values you, and thank you so much for being here. So let's rip into this. What's going on here with Aquarius? What's going on here? What's going on? Pay attention to red flags and don't settle for less. I guess that means you're being asked not to act optimistic in something that you see in plain sight as well. It probably is exactly what it is, or maybe worse, right? There's some things that happen that we don't know. Let's see. No, right here. So sorry. Aquarius. I'm going to start off with angel cards. Aquarius, what do you want Aquarius to know? Oh. Be the real you. Okay. Your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self. Okay, so what does this tell me? It tells me a lot. So many things are coming to mind right now. It ain't even funny. All right. You're being the real you. Somebody wants you to be something that's not. Red flag. Somebody wants you to do something you're not comfortable with, and they're pushy and they want you to do it, and they keep asking. Red flag. Somebody asks you to break the law and lie for them. Red flag. Just change. Something better, okay? Something with butterflies and pretty colors. What? Take control of your thoughts. So when it comes to yourself and your life and how you want it to be, rather than trying to see, unless it's really, really great, keep imagining more of greatness. But sometimes it's hard to see how good our life can be when we're busy looking at what it actually is right now. So when we're single, sick, broke, it's hard to see us being something different unless we are thinking about something we've already achieved. It's hard to rethink and recreate a new version of ourselves because we often build on what we know, believe, or have. But see, where you can go is something that has nothing to do with any of that. It has to do with inside, and what you could create inside your never land if you could create it. So control your thoughts If somebody's energy is whack, don't tell yourself, oh, they're just having a bad day. There are people who have bad days and they don't express it to the world. The fact that somebody is showing you their bad side, why? Is it a friend who needs help? That's different, because you're being asked to see red flags. Does somebody come around when they need something? Is somebody just trying to get attention? Increase your knowledge. You're usually a natural born student, but whatever. Education brings opportunities. You might meet somebody at a place again, whatever that means to you. No, it's not time yet, but it could be. These cards are in reverse. It's not time. It's about divine timing. Embrace this moment. So the right one is coming. So that's come out a couple of times. All right. Yeah, someone new is coming. So please think very positively when it comes to your love life. Don't recreate a new life based on how crappy the old one was. You got someone new. Embrace this magical moment, and also have very high positive thoughts, because if this is your person and you're thinking your person might be like another person, but you're hoping for the best, it's important that for this one that you are thinking pretty high vibrationally, because they exist. They're here. But guess what? You just got to be on that timeline. That's why it's important to control the thoughts. So the thing is, it's like having your life, and you can have many different endings. And so here you are navigating your life, and trust me, every decision probably can alternate your ending, your beginnings, every decision you make. So there's something here. You don't have to keep having the same old type of people or situationships. You can have the one that you imagine in your heart, because I think it exists. It does. It's trying to come in. It is magical. Yeah, there's something magical. Like a movie romance. You know, when we watch something, it activates the heart chakra, because it's like this communication, this relationship is everything to me. With this Eight of Wands, this Ace of Discs, and this Prince of Cups, this says fulfillment and swiftness. You could fall in love quick with this person. You could fall in love quick. I feel like this Six of Wands is it's in the reverse, but I feel like it's in the reverse, and the root of this, it wanted to fall out in the root of the position, because see, you don't see this yet. When the cards fall face down, for me as a reader, you don't see this, and it's the Prince of Cups, which is love, okay? It starts small. You don't see this. I feel like there's something that can start from dating and escalate to marriage or moving in very quickly, okay? I definitely think love could go very fast with this new person, and this would be a delay. So this would also mean like timelines. Like I told you, timelines. You have multiple endings here. So make sure you pick the ending with this, because on this, right now, this is what's coming forward. It's like the universe, Aquarius, I want to give you this kind of love, this kind of experience. But first of all, you got to believe that it exists. Believe in magic. You got to believe, Aquarius, that this exists, because it does exist. But all of these timelines exist as well. So that's where it's like the thoughts. This love is achievable, this kind of love, and this love does exist. Three of Wands. Now these things are all in the balance for me, because Three of Wands, this is which future are you picking? Which alternate future are you picking? You're on this timeline, you can go left or right. Damn, that's scary right now. Even for me as an Aquarius, I'm listening up. I'm like, oh shit. Should I have had that coffee this morning? Anybody watch Men in Black? I think it's Men in Black 3. When he goes and gives the tip, but he didn't give the tip. And he remembered he didn't give a tip. He went back and gave a tip, and then the whole world was saved. It's kind of like that. Like which timeline are you about to pick? Because right now, on the current trajectory, blah, 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 you're in the middle. Are you going to stay here? You're going to go to a timeline. This has a lot to do with your thoughts, and that's oh my God, I can't make this shit up. Thank you. Because your happiest version is here. Your happiest version is right here. This is your happiest version. You see this sun, this cute little blonde-headed boy with no shirt. This is your happiest version right here. And you are on the precipice. So be very important, very choosy of how you think, and don't settle for less. Don't. If you settle for less, it's going to have something to do with how you're thinking. And I think that you'll have success in the timeline you want to be on, because, and this is also what Spirit's trying to tell me. This is fourth dimension. Time is fourth dimension. This is what Spirit is saying, the strongest. I don't care whatever else came out before now. Forget it. This is what Spirit's saying. You have a choice currently, right now, to jump up a frequency. If you want to look at it like that, up or down a frequency, but it's really not. Everything exists all at the same time. All lifetimes happening at once. So you have the opportunity to shift a timeline. And so it's very important. It's very important about what your thoughts are. I don't care who you are. It doesn't hurt to spend, you can spend 5 solid minutes in the morning, 5 solid minutes in the afternoon, 5 or 10 solid minutes before you go to bed, and really, really feel some joy in your heart of something good that's happening for yourself. Because it is here. Universe is, you're not crazy. Like what you want. You've had this in your mind like a mirror, like it's like a heart's desire. You're like, I really want this. This is my true heart's desire. It's here. You just got to choose it. Not say I want it, but say, yes, take me to that timeline. Universe, take me to that timeline. My happiest version, take me to that timeline. You really are there. This is a timeline jump if you want it. Now's the time to think very positively. Recent past, 5 of Swords. I don't know. You could have had some sort of conflict or something on your mind when it comes to motherhood, children. Something that you want for yourself. It's important to think positive about that. Especially about children or motherhood, relationships. It's very important to think very positively about relationships right now. Because right now is a very powerful manifesting. Right now it's just very powerful. Whatever this is here, but also this is here. Okay, you know what I mean? There's no, Aquarius. We can't have you going down. We can't have you going down. We've got to have you on this happiest timeline. So that would also be a time to heal away addictions, okay? Your best version of yourself, and every meaning of the meaning. Prince of Wands in the near future. Okay. Whew, I like that. We're there. That's positive news. That's good news. Good news. That's also the timeline. All right. It's a single timeline. You see all these wands, 3 of Wands, 6 of Wands reverse, Prince of Wands. So in the near future, you're going to have an option to choose this timeline or not. Near future. What's Aquarius self position looking like? Three of Pentacles in the reverse. This timeline jump might have something to do with your work, where you live in the community, or an actual conversation that brings about this opportunity for change and a decision. But see, what it's showing me right now is right now you're at like the Two of Pentacles. And you have the opportunity to go to the Four of Pentacles. Well, to me, it's like an improvement. Because the Two of Pentacles reverse with the Strength card in reverse, this is like some months, you know, sometimes maybe you got to rob Peter to pay Paul. Or maybe, you know, there's just a lot about your money and your time. There's something off with that. There's something off with that, okay? So there's something that needs to be, and it also could be talking about the veil thinning. But listen, you have the opportunity for the Four of Pentacles. Now you see these Four of Pentacles, think of them as stacks. They are stacked up. So you have a very good opportunity to bring something really good, because it's like that wave, to get on that wave, it's coming in. You know, ham radio operators on certain days when it has to do with the solar flares and the frequency and how it is in the atmosphere, there are some days ham radio operators, they can shoot out further. They can reach further distances because of that, the waves. And what's coming out here is you have a portal. Thank you, Spirit. You see this hole behind him? Like there's this little portal, this little time jump. You're not going to feel like you're jumping time, but you're jumping to an alternate version, an alternate ending. And if you wanted your happy ending, and I know some of you are laughing your ass off when I say that, but if you wanted your happy ending, it's right here, okay? And be real with yourself. I feel like now that's what this is saying. Be real with yourself. Be real with yourself. This is like, yeah, I really want this, but don't talk negative about it. You know what I mean? I mean, because I've encountered that even in my own energy sometimes. There was something I really, really wanted in life. And then I'd be like, you know, then I would try to tell myself I didn't want it. I would say, I don't really want it because, and then I had to make up all these reasons why I didn't want it, because I really did want it. I was trying to talk myself out of it. So I feel like this is also saying, if there's something you really, really want, feel it here and don't talk yourself out of it. Leave the rest up to the universe. Leave it up. I call God, but leave it up to the universe, because it says here, universe. Because it does exist. And that's what I want you to know. This doesn't mean you got to hope and wish for it. This happiest version of your timeline, it exists. Everything is existing now. But it also tells me, if you have to make a choice or jump or whatever, however this happens, because it will be a choice. I don't know how it happens. Leave it to the universe. This is the outcome you want. Because it looks like you want a person by your side. But not just any person. This is the time. This is the time. Before you manifest a dog, this is a time. Before you say, I want a loyal partner and get a dog, you could. If you want a person, you have to be a little more specific. And then you're going to have to be willing to move on to that and do it. Because this is that. For some of you, you're going to have to change something about your lifestyle. I don't see like a devil or nothing like that. But for some of you, it's like, it's going to help you raise your frequency to, like, you stop hanging around gossipers. You just don't hang around people who gossip. People gossip, you go in another direction. Guess what? You're automatically, you just jumped the timeline right there. Right? It seems like, no, you're just being a good person. You just avoided those gossipers. No, you actually avoided and jumped a whole different timeline. Because you chose higher in that moment. You said, I'm not going to go gossip. there was a time I would have loved to be in that shit, but no, I'm trying to be good. I'm not going to go gossip. Let's say you didn't walk away and you got into it and you all start gossiping and gossiping. I don't know. It comes down around a little bit later. Oh, I heard you said such and such about me. Then it's a problem. You see, then that we call karma. Well, also choosing not to gossip. There's good karma. But you have all options, you see? You have all options. You can go to any timeline. And from right now, universe is saying you have two options. 2 or 3. You could literally, I don't know, I guess stay where you are, go left or go right. But one of these options is your happiest timeline. Tell me about the Prince of Cups. This is such a straight through, yeah, if you got to realize it. This is what the universe wants you to realize right now. This is right now. And don't think of loss, think of what you have. So one way to go to a lower timeline is to think about this loss and this regret. Whatever regret you have, let it go. Put it aside, especially for now, because you can put yourself more into a hole of regret. All right? This is the universe saying right now, think of all the positive things right now, Aquarius. All the things good in your life, think of them right now. And visualize all the good things, because you're bringing this timeline so close to you. And that might be another thing, another mystery to the universe. How do we know that this timeline is here as we're going along, scooting along in life? Or how do we not know that it's us who open up a timeline? That's just me and my brain thinking like that. So tell me about the victory in reverse. And one is like, there's a path, and there's one path that will have to change. Again, you're aligning. You could be aligning with your person, someone stable, could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But this is also, some of you are aligning with a person in money, because some of you are not wanting a person. Some of you are wanting money. All right. You're wanting whatever this is, or a very wealthy, stable person, possibly, but whatever that is. I want another card for that 6 of Wands, because 6 of Wands is here in the reverse twice. Don't forget to be so busy making money that you're also not manifesting a person if you want a person. Like, even if you don't know who they are, leave the rest up. Just, you know, the kind of person you want. Tell me about the 6 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. Don't leave out any details. Don't leave out any details. Really, really manifest your person. Really manifest what you want. You see how this little angel is like praying? Like really, 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 really pray and manifest and think. And don't leave out any details. I got to agree with that part. I really, really do. So I know when I was manifesting my car, I didn't manifest a color. I'm like, I got exactly what I wanted, but I didn't manifest the color. So I got what they had. Yeah, don't leave out the details. Ten of Wands. This is the end. This is the end of this timeline. Wow. This, or it should be. I mean, obviously you can overstay, but this is supposed to be the end. And it's happening real soon, and there's going to be a decision in love very soon. Because there's a current timeline that it's just over. So you're not even going to have the option to stay where you're at, which means you're going to have to go Which timeline? You're being offered two timelines. You're on one of them, but the one you're on, you can't stay on anymore. Whoa, that's deep. That's deep. So that means even if you chose to stay on the current timeline, something would happen in your life to push you off of it. Like it's this one is done. You can only go to the two timelines. Just think very positively. It might even be the timeline, do you want to be single or with somebody? Because there's a person here and there's you and there's another person. So it even might have to do with that. Do you want to be single and alone, or do you want to be with somebody? Because now's the time to see yourself with somebody. This is also the time, to be very... You see, this is the thing. You're not showing up like you don't know. You know exactly who is karmic in your life. Like, this is like And you might know who needs or what needs to be cut out. So this is saying, okay, Aquarius, you already know what you need to cut off. Quite literally. You know what you need to cut out, and that's what the universe is saying. When you cut this out, because this timeline is over, so maybe when you cut this out, you're bringing in the highest timeline, because there's an ending here. There's an ending. It's something you're not doing anymore. Give me a card for that Ten of Wands. And here's your new manifestation right here. For a lot of you, you've manifested this because that's what's sort of showing up. Keep doing that. In other words, take control of those thoughts. Keep manifesting this. All right? Because this person is going to come in first. You guys are going to get to know each other first. All right? All right. Don't leave out the details, because what happens then? You meet your person. You haven't manifested anything else. Meet your person. You're going out with your person. You're talking about intimate things. Maybe you make love to your person, or maybe you see each other for a while. Whatever. Don't leave out the details. Because it's like a lot of you, what the universe is saying, okay, you told me you want to date this person. Now what? Universe don't know what to do now. It's like, okay, Aquarius, you're leaving out details here. The universe is asking. Okay. You want details. Five of Swords reverse. Excuse me, upright. Five of Swords in the recent past. I feel like you've only got half of something manifested, honestly. You got stuck. Yeah. The universe needs more details, because there's something that you have manifested, but you haven't completely manifested it. So maybe that's one of the other options of the timeline. If you don't get to manifesting you in this, like, what are you doing now? Okay, so the universe has this date coming in or whatever. You've manifested this date, going out with this. All right. Now what? Because Five of Swords, I feel like you've only manifested dating them and some of the things that you do when you're intimate. Now what? You better put some trips to the zoo or something in there. Put something in your manifestation. Because this person's here. Which also means, I've been channeling, you're going to have a lot of NPC characters. You're going to have NPCs leaving. They are characters. I don't know why I was going to say NPC characters. NPC. You're going to have a lot of non-player characters leaving your life. They're just going to disappear. You're not going to understand why. Prince of Cups, Princess of Cups. Justice. What's it going to be, basically? That's what I feel like this. What's it going to be? We're waiting to hear. We're waiting to know. You see, this is like this person is like the universe, okay? All right. You see, here's the sun. Here's the sun, the one that really calls the shots back in here. You see all that bright illumination? That's El Creator. And really waiting to send that on up. So get on it. Don't come home from work so tired. Don't be confused. Spend a little time. So you're opening a business, you're starting a channel. Just don't see you doing it. See you also thriving. See your customers coming in. See your money stacking up. Imagine your numbers, your bank account going up and up and up. Imagine that love being fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. All right. Yep. Somebody will light it up for you if you want them to in the very near future. But remember, don't just manifest dating this person, because that's looking like what the universe has. Like, this is like, you don't have to manifest no romance with this person. The universe is saying, Aquarius, we done got all that from you. We already got every date you saw yourself going on. Now we want more sustenance. What else do you want with this person? You want to go on vacations? You want to travel? You want to have a family? You want to have dogs? What do you want to do with this person? Because they're already here. Ta-da-da! And here they come. You're about to date this person that you've manifested, but you better manifest a little bit more if you want to keep them. Because right now what you've got is a date with the kind of person you want to go on a date with. It's important, you know, it's important to be selective about what you know, strike a chord about, you know, it's important. I feel like you have more in common with somebody than you think. That's another thing to manifest. Imagine you're just vibing with this person. You imagine, I don't know, like you guys are just like sitting by the water, talking and smiling and conversing and getting along. And because I actually feel like you have more in common with somebody that is coming in. So now what the universe wants to get from you as a manifestation, all right? Universe is saying, all right, Aquarius, I got it. I got this person. I know you want to date them. You've been manifesting them. Okay. Well, if you want to live with them, because it looks like you've been wanting a person, like you want to ride or die, you want your person. Well, we need to know now, what's it like? How do you imagine yourself living with this person? So this is what the universe wants to know from you right now. If you're dating someone, you want to live with them, start imagining what it's like to live with them. And don't imagine what you know currently or from any experience you've drawn from. Get some imagination. Make it perfect. Picture perfect. So the universe is saying, okay, Aquarius, we got all of your fantasies about you and this person. We don't want no more of that. Now we want to know about the home life. Tell us about the home life. What kind of person do you really want to live with? What kind of, you know, because we can send you a good one or a bad one. The Emperor reverse and the Nine of Wands. Like, you know, we can send you somebody, but if you're, you know, do you want someone loyal? Because, you know, we can send a player. Do you want do you want a really passionate person? Because it seems like a lot of you have manifested dating and passion. And for some reason, like, why do, like, waterside, like, is that like a thing we do? Castles in the sand. So right now the universe wants to know, what kind of person do you want to live with? Because now that's what we're working on. Tell me about the Six of Cups. So the universe wants a little more details from you. Yeah, we got the Moon card here. Oh, it's Pisces energy and the Hierophant. It's really important not to... I know a lot of you have been cheated on, okay? And this is important. This is coming up in your manifestation. Please don't think this person is going to cheat for whatever reason. I don't care if they're good looking. I don't care if they got a reputation. I don't care if they were, you know, like, I don't care. I don't want you to imagine your person being a cheater. And that even means, like, you're imagining being hopeful for this kind of person. No, believe it. I don't want you to be hopeful. Put hope out the window for a minute. This person is here. You don't got to hope for them. They're here. But also the reverse version of this person is here. And you're getting your choice. But I keep getting the King of Wands reverse, or I get the Nine of Wands. A lot of you have been cheated on, and a lot of you are afraid of being cheated on again. And a lot of you are like, I don't know if I want to even get into all that. And that's where you might have a choice to be single because you're afraid of getting cheated on. Just be honest with the universe. You want someone that you can be yourself with, talk about freely, have experiences with. Just be honest. And leave the cheating shit out, because that's a fear. The shadow, the moon here, whatever, this is the fear. The cheating is that someone will cheat on you. Good looking people will cheat. Once a cheater, always a cheater. I know all the phrases, but trust me, people can change anything they want to change. People can unlearn. I've been spending several years unlearning. So the universe wants more details from you about living or marrying someone, because the universe is all stocked up on your fantasies and your dating fantasies with someone. Now we want to know, who do you want to live with or work with? Maybe you even want to have the kind of relationship you can do a mom and pop business. Who knows? Who do you want to live with? Who do you want to work with? Who do you want to marry? Because you're about to get on that timeline. Not because they're coming. They're already here. What's coming is the choice to go to that timeline, or the reverse of this timeline, which could be single. But the current one, whatever you're on now, it's done. It's dried up. So you don't have the choice to even stay on the one you're at. So you might as well go to the one you really want in your heart, the one that you really, like, you're happy ever after. Here's your happy ending. Anyway, we're going to close out. I want to thank you guys for being here. I love you guys. Thank you for showing all of your love and support. Thank you so much for understanding. You have a gift for working with young people, and your divine purpose involves helping, teaching, or parenting children. So, I don't know. If you've manifested that, there it comes. Pets and children. Finances and career and attraction is all here. So, anyway, happy manifesting. I love you guys, and namaste, my friends.